Welcome back to Ventures and Vagabonds. Previously, David and Caulran had acquired healing potions for their journey to the empty gorilla tavern, in hopes of acquiring some information regarding Mordin. Who is Mordin, you ask? Only way to find out is to listen to this hour-long travel montage in today's episode of Ventures and Vagabonds. We find David and Caulran venturing through the woods of Fringe, making their way through the main road until coming across the main split path that you guys have been there before. That's not good English, but you know what? It doesn't even matter. There's a big old sign right there that says this way to cave and this way to city to Cordiv.
It's very convenient.
We're not going to Cordiv. We're going to
a little sign
empty.
flips under it. There's also a path that once you start going to the city of Cordiv, it splits off in another road that takes the mountain way.
Well,
convenient.
Let's hope it's the right mountains, but yeah.
Yep. And that was after about 5 miles of walking. You guys can probably
to the bar.
You guys can probably manage to walk 20 miles in a day.
How fast do we people usually walk? Like 4 miles?
It's like 4 miles an hour, something like that.
So like 5 hours of walking per day?
Yeah, something like that. It's a lot of walking. But
yeah.
You guys continue heading through this main forest area.
It should take us like 2 days, right?
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it's about 3 to 4 miles. Just looked it up.
You guys continue walking your way through the forest path. Bless you. Until
Thank you.
the sun begins to turn to its darkened orange, eventually turning down to its dim white as the sky bleeds black, as night falls upon the land of Cordiv. After several hours and around probably 18 miles, both of you become extremely tired of walking, not even reached the outskirts of the main forest area yet. As far
Probably
as you
should have
can tell.
got some sort of camping gear, because we
That-
lost ours.
Could have been
Did you?
wise. Did you?
I have mine. Yeah, I have mine.
Remember we started off dead.
Yeah, but I don't know about you, but I remember getting what do you call it? Getting
You bought
gear.
other stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh dang, nice. I only got rope.
Uh,
I can make a blanket with that.
But as night sets, as you guys are kind of just traveling this path, you become extremely tired. What do you guys do?
Sleep.
Take a fat nap.
Just hunker down in the middle of the road? There probably won't be any carts driving through at night.
Right. I'm gonna go off to the side,
Yeah.
so I'm not in the way.
All right, that would be amazing if you guys just slept in the road and nobody stood watch, so a cart just straight up runs you guys over and kills you, and that's how it ends.
I would be
amazing.
fine. I would be fine, as I'm like 8 feet tall and just 3 feet wide.
Oh, I would have made it killed you. I would have made it. I wouldn't even roll damage.
But I don't know about
Cart hitting you guys? That would have been
Yeah, you say
game.
Oh boy.
But you guys set up camp a little bit of ways off. You find a clearing off the side of the road. Is anybody setting up any sort of light source? Maybe a fire? Anybody taking watch? Or just hunkering
I can
down?
cast. Yeah, we can make a small fire.
Yeah, let's do that.
This time I'm actually going to light it on fire, not fire bolt it.
Ah, indeed.
Firebolts. Firebolts the wood.
Campfire
that would
takes
probably
14
work,
damage.
though. That would probably work. And
It
that,
explodes.
I mean, that could
Firebolt would
possibly
probably
happen.
work.
No, just cast
But yeah,
immolation.
if it's a big
on the
fire.
campfire.
Yeah. I mean, that would probably... Immolation would work if you do that on a single targeted log. I mean, it would burn it to a crisp. There wouldn't even be a log at that point. But certainly a pretty powerful...
Let's just make a camp. Let's make a campfire, and you know what? For style, we'll cast Firebolt.
All right. You guys manage to spend the next few hours, next few minutes, probably a full hour, gathering wood for a nice fire before blasting it. Do you want to roll for that, or do you just want to like make a fire?
Yeah, I'll roll to hit and damage.
All right, the log is prone. Roll with disadvantage. What is it?
I swear, if you get a
My first roll was a nat 1.
ah!
I would complain about the dice, but they're on D&D Beyond, so...
You fling a fireball out into the woods, lighting the path as it goes, until you see it strike what seems to be a large creature. As you see it burns away some of it. You can't tell what it is right now, but a almost howl comes from it. Can you do some damage?
Oh, okay. Ha ha ha. Okay, actually, that's not quite as good as I thought. Still pretty good though. That's 16.
16. Oof.
That's a pretty good amount of damage.
For
That's
a
a
cantrip.
pretty good amount of damage.
I thought it was like 18 or 20 at first. I was like, ah ha ha.
As about 60 feet away, you see the fireball strike what you can only imagine from the brief moment that you saw. Some sort of bear creature with the face of an owl.
Oh my god!
As you scream out as it lets out a horrifying mix of a growl and a hoot, it locks eyes with you in the night. You just see its eyes reflecting off of the moonlight.
To save us this time.
Yep. As I need
And we're a higher
all
level.
of you to roll initiative.
Yes, sir. Let's kill this thing.
You know, you could have just used Zippo's flame to light the fire. You didn't have to hit it with fireball. I'm just throwing that out there.
That's 8 for initiative. But you know the logs could have made the saving throw, and I was worried about that. So
18 total.
18 total. Oh.
8.
All right.
I think.
With that and the owlbear being, what did I say, 60 feet away, I believe. David, it is your turn first.
Sick. Question: what does catnap do?
It basically just speeds up a short rest.
It only affects creatures that are willing to go to sleep.
How far away is it?
About 60
feet.
Dang it.
You can run forward.
I could, but then I'd be within range of an owlbear. Oh. Sick. I'm gonna cast Sleep.
Oh, I don't know how. Okay.
That works.
Yeah, keep in
at
mind you have
first
to
level?
roll all of the HP to. So you'd have to roll like, I don't know how much life it has. But...
Roll. 14.
14. You see, you can't really tell if it's, yawning or growling. As it kind of just opens its mouth, you assume it's a yawn since no noise comes out, but it does not seem to fall asleep. It just seems to be more aggravated.
Woo.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
So now you know that it has more than 14 hit points. Keep that in mind as it charges toward both of you at 40 miles an hour. In other words, it moves up 40 feet. I don't know if that's accurate, but it is 20 feet away now.
Okay.
Caulran, it is your turn.
To immolation or not to immolation?
That is the question.
You know what? Let's save some of those charges for now. I am going to cast Hex on it and Scorching Ray.
All right.
At 2nd level.
It's making a saving throw, or you doing attack rolls?
I make attack rolls.
All right.
So Hex is on it. What do I want to give it? I give it disadvantage on one ability check. Let's give it disadvantage on strength checks. I don't know how much that's going to help.
All right.
And 4 Scorching Rays. The first one does a 9 doesn't hit.
Nope.
Or a 10 doesn't
Flies right
hit.
past it. Flies right past it.
Darn it. A 9 doesn't hit. What the heck is this dice?
You start slinging fire into the woods as miss, miss.
15.
15 as finally one hits it dead center in the face. Roll some damage.
And it only does 3d6 because it's one bolt. What are these dice? And I get 3 ones.
Oh,
I'm not
my
even
goodness.
kidding. 3 damage.
It looks like a massive bolt of fire before it slowly begins to extinguish, before it actually reaches its target, before it just is a slight burn. Slight burn.
Just fizzled.
What the heck?
But as this thing is 20 feet away, it is now David's turn.
Woo. 20 feet away, you say?
Yep.
I'm gonna...
Oh wait, can I move back like 10 feet?
Yeah, you use your
Or
movement
20
to
feet.
move back.
Move back to 20 feet.
Sick. Much better. In that case, I'm gonna cast Thunderwave at 3rd level.
All right, and you do need to move up a little ways to be in range.
I do so.
All right.
It's got to make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. I assume this is cast with the banjo, just as like your casting thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What is it? Constitution?
Yep.
That's a 17.
Crap. All right.
Yep.
He takes half.
All right. Roll some damage.
Half of a 23.
F 23.
23 damage in total. Was so half of 23.
11
which
damage.
is- Yep.
All right. As you blast it, it almost goes up like a poof of feathers. As like the front half of it is like naked, where there's no more feathers on it. With a straight up
That's
poof. As you see, that is a clear tall tale sign. Tall tale sign? I don't know what I'm saying. That it is bloodied. Telltale.
Oh,
That's right.
Run away.
But
I think I have to use immolation then.
it is bloodied with the eerie sound of Thunderwave being cast with the sound of banjo strings strumming. This owlbear.
I run backwards with the rest of my movement,
All right, you begin
which
to
is not sure
just
how much that is
book
actually.
it backwards, probably around 20 feet, something like that.
I have 30 total.
Yeah,
Okay,
probably
cool.
around 20 feet back. Before you see the owlbear kind of, for lack of a better word, it cringes with the sound of this eerie music as it seems to begin to run away using its movements into the woods.
Can we chase it?
You certainly can.
I'm not gonna.
Can I hurl some firebolts at it just for kicks?
Yeah, it is your turn. You move up, you see it running through the woods. You can just see the dark figure passing through the trees with the slight light that's being given off by the sun.
Firebolt.
Pew!
14. Minus
is
the
it.
one for like my eye thing.
Yep, that just hits it.
It takes 14 damage.
14 damage. You blast it with a solid
Yep,
hit.
8
It
and a
seems
6.
to
2d10.
just limp away at this point before disappearing into the brush of the forest within the night.
I'll just leave it. I'm not going to chase it.
All right.
That was
Oh.
a waste of a second level spell.
Yeah. But I mean, you guys are probably taking a long rest, so that's probably fine.
What are the odds of rolling 3d6 and getting 1-1-1? I'm actually curious.
It's pretty bad odds. But what do you guys do now?
I'm gonna roll to hit the campfire again.
All right, that didn't go poorly at all. Hit it again.
Can I get prone as well so
Yes.
I don't have disadvantage?
Like a marksman,
it doesn't
you
really-
land. You land.
It doesn't really
prone.
make much sense having to lie down just to hit a campfire. But
Well, I mean, you're point blank ranged with ranged. I'm calling it. If you're not on the ground, it's disadvantage.
okay, I get on the ground
All right, you drop prone,
To hit.
lining up the shot.
to hit 20.
20. That's a
Unnatural.
miss as it flies past. No, it hits.
Campfire takes
All right, you want to roll
7 damage.
7 damage. One of the logs goes blasting back before extinguishing, but the rest of it has been lit. As now there is a steady campfire going.
Nice.
With that, David, do you set up a tent or something like that? Maybe a bedroll?
Yeah.
All right. After setting that up, I assume you guys take a long rest. Is there anything else you guys want to do before that?
Yeah, I kind of want to waste some spells just because we're taking a long rest, but actually, I don't know how helpful it's going to be. I can cast daylight around our camp.
What will that do?
60-foot radius sphere of light and dim light for an additional 60 feet.
Does that require concentration, or how long does that last?
Just an hour. Actually, yeah, it's just an hour, so I guess I won't then.
All right.
Yeah, let's just go to bed.
All right. You guys proceed to set up this small camp before dozing off for the night. You guys are both awokened by somebody yelling.
Awokened?
You are both awokened. What did I say?
Awokened?
Is that what did I say before that? Or is that what I said?
You are both awokened.
Yeah.
Is that not right?
Awokened.
It's awakened.
It's awakened. Dude.
All right. I told you English is my second language, and I don't have a first. We've been over this. Now, as you hear a voice yell out, "Hey, get away from them!" As you hear, the next thing you hear is an arrow go flying past before striking a tree, and with the last thing being heard before, waking up abruptly, is the sound of something shuffling away into the bushes.
Perception!
Now with -2.
Assist. 2 assists.
Oh, I'm gonna go blind! What the heck?
With the, you woke up and your eyes are not better whatsoever.
Oh. Okay.
And I think that's gonna affect the way you assist, so I think you're just gonna have to, David, roll.
Roll separately.
Yep.
Okay, perception +1, -2. That's actually a 14.
Perception is a 3. So
14 and a 3. But the main thing you do not get a good glimpse of what has just run off. Besides that, it was not this. It certainly wasn't the owlbear before. You know that. It was much smaller than an owlbear. But the main thing you spot is this rough-looking figure with a longbow. As he just unknocks his arrow, you get a slightly better look at him as he is he looks to be around in his
Rowley's
30s. It is not Rowley. No relation.
Rowley 2.0.
It seems to be...
Every character is related to Rowley.
No. As you guys get a better look at him, you see that this is a gruff hunter of sorts. Seems to be in his late 30s. With a large bow now pointed down. He kind of he checks to see if you guys are fully awake. He's like, I assume he wasn't with you. There was somebody, some sort of shady figure.
Who?
Hold on.
Bless you.
Thank you.
As David sneezes audibly as he's like, bless you.
An 8-foot behemoth. Achoo!
Makes a crater within the dirt. No more grass can grow there. But
capacity.
He's like, I've been watching you guys for a little bit now, just keeping an eye on your camp. You had nobody watching. And eventually this guy started to just wander up. I assumed he wasn't with you. I saw only 2 beds.
That would be accurate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You shouldn't sleep at night.
Rub my eyes.
Yeah, you proceed to rub your eyes, but it does not
And
seem to do much.
Can I try to make a medicine check?
With rubbing your eyes, you can with disadvantage.
What about just like in general?
To like discern what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Or how to fix it possibly.
You can do that.
20. Come on, I need a nat 20. 14.
As far as you can tell, it's probably just something you gotta wait out.
Okay.
Wow.
There might be some sort of cure, but you don't know
The
what
next
would.
day, -4.
Well, right now it's just -2. Yeah, it starts doubling.
Yeah.
Oof. I'll tell you, it does not double. But you guys, what do you guys do? You guys kind of just standing.
I'm gonna ask this hunter where he's heading.
Nowhere in particular. I live in these woods. Lived in them my whole life. You shouldn't leave your camp unattended. There's got to be somebody watching. I mean, these are dangerous woods. There's a serious owlbear infestation. Yeah, don't mention it. Well, happy travels. As he begins to walk off.
Okay. I just stand there and watch.
Okay. You watch up until the point where he just disappears into the foliage.
Man, you are really bad at speaking.
Disappears.
He disappears after having awoken.
Having awoken. All right.
Having awoken, he noticed.
1d8 psychic damage. Your sleep wasn't that great. You take 3 points of psychic damage.
D8 psychic. Mocking the DM.
3 points of psychic damage. The sun begins to brighten as sundown has ended. What do you guys do?
I forgot. Did I save any potatoes? I don't think so.
I do not believe.
Potatoes. I wonder if you can eat shrooms for breakfast. Probably not a good idea. I think I have some
Not a good idea.
rations.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Ration.
call back.
I know.
Call back. I'm not the only one, see?
Episode 1 or 2.
Episode 1, rations.
Rations. Racist rations. Anyway, literally,
rations.
What was
literally just Lunchables.
I'm gonna eat some of my rations.
All right,
Rations.
you guys.
What kind of
proceed.
Lunchable is it?
It's the pizza one where you get to make your own pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah,
nice.
it's the good one.
Nice.
There's a small brownie
Can I
in it
cook
too.
it with? Can I
Limited
cook
edition.
it with firebolt?
Don't you dare!
Sure, do that again.
Okay, 2 hit. I get down.
I duck. I duck behind
Now
the
I
tree.
do need to ask
I'm
you:
gonna
Are you holding it in your hand? Is it
No.
prone or
I
what?
I set it down and it's prone, so I'm also so I'm just gonna take a step back
I
and
duck
launch
behind a tree.
one
Alright,
of
you
the first
immediately
level
duck.
firebolts,
All right.
just so it's 1d10 damage.
With disadvantage,
First
are
one
you
to
prone
hit.
or?
No. So with disadvantage.
Wow. Okay, you want it now.
First one is a 16.
Take a shot.
Second one is a 14. So I'll take the 14.
You blast the Lunchable as it goes flying into the wilderness.
What? I didn't even roll damage.
Do you want to have it be blown away into the wilderness, or do you want to obliterate it?
I want to cook it gently.
Roll
If I
some
roll
damage
one.
then. Then why not? Okay, roll damage before I roll damage on
Okay.
you.
That's a 6.
6 damage. The Lunchable is blasted away as there's nothing left but a smell of burnt plastic.
Can I cast mending?
There's nothing left to mend. It's gone. It's gone, Caulran. It's gone.
I'm gonna take out another Lunchable.
You
And
proceed.
I'm just gonna eat it this time.
Okay. I was about to say a montage of you just doing target practice with Lunchables. But you proceed to have your breakfast. David, do you do something similar?
Yeah, I take out a ration. It, for me, is just like dried meat and such.
All right.
Maybe some
Ew.
cheese.
Yeah.
I munch
I'm
on
gonna
that.
offer him a Lunchable.
You hand him like a single pepperoni slice.
Yeah. I can cook it if you want.
No, I'm good. Dude, I don't
Nice
even.
shrug.
I don't even cook those in real life. I just eat them.
Yeah, they're good raw.
They're
They
so
are.
good.
Well,
You guys, I
raw or
assume,
cold?
you guys proceed to finish your breakfast before packing up your camp and leaving back on the journey to the empty gorilla.
Mountain.
After traveling for about 10 miles or so, few hours,
Oh wait, my Zippo's flame gets spells. It's already at 9. So
you guys arrive at a crossroad with a sign dead in its center. On the right, heading north, it says, to the city of Cordiv. On the left, it says, to the mountain pass. Mountain and Mount Ton Pass. You guys proceed, heading through, or almost arriving. Before traveling another 10 miles, the sun begins to get dark. As you guys just arrive, traveling through, this time, open fields. You can see there are some pine trees scattered throughout, but there's not much foliage, mainly just light hills. With traveling through these lands, you eventually, as the sun begins to darken once more, arrive at another crossroad.
okay.
One leads more west, while the other one leads south. The one on the south says, to the Grey Guard Tavern, and the one on the left, or the one heading west, says, through the Mountain and Mount Ton Pass.
Mountain Pass.
But with that, your characters do seem to tire once more.
Okay. Let's set up camp again.
All right.
Yep.
Does anybody take watch?
Yeah. We should.
Yeah. I'm gonna build a
You could,
campfire,
All right, back with the campfire.
and I'm gonna cast Firebolt at it
Gosh.
All right, yeah.
with disadvantage.
You gather around some slight foliage as you cast Firebolt while standing up, I assume.
Yep. First one is a 19. Second one is a 20. So I'll take the 19.
Yep. With a 19, it's quite precise. It's straight down, and it lights it right up.
10 damage.
It obliterates it, but it's still on fire, so it's fine.
Okay.
As there are just
I'll throw a couple
several,
logs.
yeah, there are just obliterated piles of campfires scattered throughout this small opening. This
I'm gonna
clearing.
look over at David and say, "Wake me when it's my watch,"
All right.
and I'm gonna settle down.
All right. As Caulran dozes off, David, can you make a perception check for the overall watch?
Yep. Not going to be great because I don't have anything to add to it, but whatever. 10.
10?
Yep.
There does not seem to be any discernible threats. Everything seems to be nice and peaceful. Nobody seems to be traveling this road.
All right. Cool.
With that, your couple of hours of watch have about come to an end as you begin to get tired. Do you wake Caulran?
Mm-hmm.
All right. With that, Caulran is awoken with the benefits of a long rest. As
I'm
David
awoken.
goes to sleep. Yep, you're awokened. That's how I'm gonna say it, all right? That's how it's gonna
You would
be.
be wrong.
No, I'm the DM. I make the rules. It's awokened in my
You
D&D
can't
setting.
make the rules
It's
for
awokened
English.
in my D&D setting. Now,
This is
Caulran,
English we're talking about.
would you like to make a perception check?
Me?
Yes.
Sure.
Unless you would like to also go to sleep. Again.
The sad thing is, my character probably would do that.
He's like, I'm going back to bed.
I mean, actually, no. I don't think he'd do that. I think Renwick would do that, not Caulran.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll take a perception. So it's -1.
Well, -2. And actually,
-2.
it's -3 ever since you woke up.
That's a 5. What the heck is -3? Oh, that's horrible. That's like I have 1 charisma.
A 5. There is no discernible anything. As far as you can tell, everything just peaceful.
Okay.
But with that, the sun begins to turn back to its dim orange as the sun, it doesn't rise, but you know. What would I even call this period of time? I don't even know.
Dawn.
Oh yeah. That word completely escaped me. The sun begins to dawn as David is awoken by the light. Do you guys do anything before packing up on your journey?
No.
Right.
I'm gonna take out another Lunchable.
All right. Just gonna have some breakfast.
And I am going to do a wisdom saving throw to see if I light it on fire or not.
All right.
Yeah, I make it. I don't even know what it is, but that's good. So yeah, I just eat it.
Yep. I assume, David, you also eat some sort of ration for breakfast.
Yeah.
All right.
Some munch on some dry meat.
After that, you can already see, as the light now clears it up, 2 massive mountains, only a few miles, only about maybe 5 or 3 miles apart. You see one to the west of you is absolutely massive, while the one to the north is a little bit smaller. Dead ahead of you, leading down that west path, is the mountain pass, where traveling through it, you can tell that you would be right in between the 2 mountains.
Let's head that way.
All right. You guys begin making your way through the mountain pass. After traveling through this nice, peaceful valley for maybe a few miles, you continue to travel through this peaceful valley for a few miles. Bless you. Sneezes all around.
Yeah.
Isaiah, we're doing a podcast here. The next time you sneeze, I'm doing psychic damage.
I'm getting over his sickness here, dude.
I warned you once. We're trying to do a podcast here. I will smite you with psychic damage.
That's not gonna stop my sneezes.
It will stop your character from breathing.
Yeah, right. But I'll still be here.
Oh, that's right. You'll just be a specter talking to Caulran.
And sneezing.
And sneezing, of course. But as you guys begin to approach this mountain area, you hear off to the north of you. You can't see anything yet, or maybe you can. You guys can make... Actually, both of you make a perception check before I give anything away.
-3.
Are you guys tired of walking and adventuring without any action? Well, guess what?
14.
Too bad.
11.
11's good enough to hear the screams of an individual who seems to be off in the distance.
Oh no, person in need. Let's walk the other direction.
Caulran got 14.
With Caulran's 14, this voice sounds to be possibly a woman. It's a very high-pitched shriek. But you can tell that's only about a little bit of ways north. You hear it just echoing in between the peaks. What do you guys do?
Head that way, preferably fast.
All right, you guys proceed to pick up the pace as you guys run toward the sound of this screaming. Eventually, off in the distance, you spot what seems to be a ogre or a giant of some kind, standing up at around probably 14 feet, if you could guess.
Yep.
Seems to be
He's a tall
searching
boy.
through this wreckage of some sort of carriage. Kind of just bashing it with a large club.
How tough does he look?
Make an insight check.
Insight, is that -2?
No, it is. Well, yeah, with vision, it's -3.
-3, I forgot.
Yep.
7. I really should stop just rolling in general.
7. As far as you can tell, he's a paperweight. You could punch him, he'd probably blow over. He's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna look over at David and say, we can take him. Easy.
Yeah, why not? Let's sure.
This is none of our business. We should just go the other way. We are almost there. The fate of the world is at stake.
Is it though? I mean, I've already died before. It's not like I really care that much. We can take this guy.
Well, if you don't
totally
care
could.
about dying, let's go be heroic. Let's go play hero.
What do you guys do?
All right.
Sure. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's-
yell at the giant very persuasively, go kill yourself.
Wow. Make an intimidation check.
I'm gonna
All right.
Okay. Well, I'm yelling, go
That's
kill yourself.
amazing.
He's just listing off
That's
all the
really
reasons why he
amazing.
should kill himself.
When you guys run up to a clear-
Actually.
What do you do? Wait,
Oh,
what was
well, I'm
that?
yelling at him to go kill himself. David's here just like, here are the reasons why. Just listing them off.
Make an intimidation check with advantage. You guys
First
run up
one,
to about
23.
earshot of this.
25.
Oh my god.
18 plus 7.
You guys run up before you see this
So
is
convincing.
not a normal giant. This seems to be a 14-foot tall, somewhat of an ogre with 2 heads.
Warple sword won't work.
And with
Luckily.
a large club, it drops it as it turns around. As it's
supposed to
making
kill
a
itself.
it's making a wisdom check. It just looks at you and is like,
Dang. Dang, man, that's cold. Dude. Oh.
as it falls to its knees.
Why you gotta be like that, man? What?
I start listing the reasons why he should kill himself.
Proceed.
I can't think. Crap. Hold on. I didn't think this through. You smell. You are ugly. Nobody cares about you.
Some tears
have
start
no
to
reason to
go down.
live.
As you see this giant just begin to trot its way off into the mountain. It seems to just run off toward the rocky peaks. You can hear the slight sound of sobbing, which is ultimately blocked out by the sound of screaming, which has eventually been silenced. As you guys approach this wreckage of this carriage, you spot initially 2 corpses. You assume they're corpses. They might be alive. But there seems to be some sort of screaming coming from within the carriage. And the carriage is completely wrecked. It is knocked over and bashed into.
I start moving stuff up and around.
All right, you proceed to begin searching the carriage until
Same.
you spot inside, tucked inside, what seems to be a small child, slightly shaking, with dampened eyes. This child seems to just be huddled in one of the corners of the wreckage. as it's kind of
Hey,
just
you all right
staring
there?
at you in fear.
You all right there, kiddo?
It kind of just lightly shakes its head
Art?
back and forth.
Are you hurt? Are you hurt?
It shakes its head back and forth.
Okay, thank God. 'Cause I'm not a good doctor.
I am not a medic.
Is there anybody else alive? Is there any? That's like that scene from Spider-Man: Homecoming where he's like, "Hey, do you need to talk?" He's like, "No, I'm fine." He's like, "Good, because I'm not a licensed therapist."
If you want to inspect the other bodies, can you make a medicine check?
Anyway, yeah.
And you saw that the child does seem to be like it seems to be like a toddler, a male human. You guess it's human. Toddler seems to be, if you had to guess, probably around 4 or 3 years old.
That's fine. We're not adopting this child.
Do you say that
It's
out
a
loud?
mini Rowley.
Not adopting
Caulran?
the child.
It's a mini Rowley.
It's a
gosh.
No.
Every character is. I'm going to immediately assume he, she, or it has some.
That's a
legit
net
Rowley.
20, boys.
For what?
Medicine check.
Yes,
You
sir.
inspect the bodies. Time of death. An hour ago. Male, human,
Oh, they are.
female, elf.
I was hoping. Oh, he's a halfling, not a halfling, half elf.
First one was killed by extreme
Cause of
trauma caused to the centered aorta, while the other one seems to have
Aorta.
aorta. I'm not a medic. Okay.
You're talking to a doctor's kid. Okay,
Bruh, okay.
I know these things.
Okay. Nope.
Get your medical terms right.
In my D&D setting, it's called aorta.
As
That's
along
what it is
with
in my
awoken
dude.
and rations.
The other one seems to be has extreme trauma caused to the head. Seems to almost have a direct hit. What you saw that, and the
Are they
club is
dead?
still there. They are
Oh, yeah,
very
they're
dead.
very dead. I'm gonna search them.
All right, you proceed to search them.
I don't care. I've been dead before. I have no respect for them.
Personality traits. You don't care about like killing others out on a whim because you've been dead before and it's not that bad.
It's not that bad. Exactly. What am I rolling, by the way?
Perception check.
Perception. So that's an 11.
An 11. There doesn't seem to be that much. You do find, however, each of them has what would be a wedding ring, which probably has some value to it.
Ooh.
Both are pretty similar in
Oh,
nature.
Yeah. I'll leave that alone.
All right.
By the way, David, did you ever give me health potions?
Oh, I didn't. I hand him 2 health potions.
Thank you. Just in case if we're like in a fight or something, I don't want to be like, oh, hey, can I have some health potions?
2
All
of the
right.
4.
Thank you.
But with that, what do you guys do?
It's just the common one, right? Or is
Yeah,
it
just the
Supreme?
standard 2d4 plus 2, or is it 2d4 plus? I don't know.
It's 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But what do you guys do now?
I call over to the kid. Hey, we'll get you over to the town if you want. But after that, you can't really stay with us.
You call over to the carriage, but there doesn't seem to be any sort of response.
I go look inside.
You go look
Same.
inside as the child kind of backs up again as you suddenly peek your head in. This giant, colossal figure that David is, as it kind of backs up with fear in its
I
eyes.
persuasively say, "Hey, come on.
Make
I'm
a
gonna take you
persuasion
to a
check.
safe place." Yeah, that'll be fine.
Just
Wait,
leave it where it
that's
is. Just let nature take its course.
That's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. You kind of peacefully signal it over as it does seem to kind of calm down. It takes a good while for it. It takes a good while. I'm going with it. It's an it now. It takes a good long while before it actually like goes out completely. It takes a long time to look around, make sure the area is safe before it steps out of the carriage.
I'm gonna say it's okay. That giant was a big bad bully.
As it kind of quickly nods its head up and down.
By the way, your parents are dead. No, I'm kidding. I don't say that. I do not say that to this kid.
As it just starts...
No, I do not say that to this kid.
All right. I'll give you an inspiration point if you do.
I say it to the kid.
You say it to the kid as the kid begins bursting out in tears as it looks upon the corpses of its dead parents.
I kind of like gesture it away, like cover his eyes away from the wreckage.
Yeah. Do you guys keep walking, or are you just kind of like escorting the kid away?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to comfort him after saying that.
How do you comfort him? What are you saying to him?
You are better than them anyway. You don't need them. To this little kid.
You are the actual worst.
Oh my god. Go ahead and mark your character sheet as chaotic evil, because that's just...
Nah, that's metagaming. I just wanted the inspiration point.
Alrighty,
just flat out metagaming.
Yeah.
He's chaotic good.
Sure he is.
That ain't no. I'm chaotic good.
Whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say.
You are
Let's
not.
change that to true neutral or lawful neutral.
Or lawful evil.
No. My guy's not lawfully. My guy just really like doesn't care about a lot of stuff, and if he wants to do something, he does it. But he still has like some morals.
So yeah,
like,
probably true neutral.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, but yeah, this was just for the metagame.
Yeah. You guys travel down for another 10 miles before arriving to a crossroads as the night begins to bleed through. To the west, the sign says Hillfar, 10 miles. And to the north, it says City of Cordiv, 25 miles. As you guys were walking, there seemed to be no sign of a tavern anywhere.
That's odd.
Yes. Anyway, can I hand a shiny rock to the kid and ask him?
You can. You proceed to pick up a small stone, casting light onto it, and as you seem to hand it to the kid, it does acknowledge you by kind of moving away from you, turning its back to you, as I assume David has been carrying it ever since it started getting tired.
It was worth the inspiration.
Make a persuasion check with advantage using the inspiration point.
That has got.
No, I'm not using the inspiration point.
Oh, how dare you!
I want that to be the name of the second episode.
Oh boy.
It was worth the inspiration.
It was.
Okay,
Just
I
using
say
it
it
to
to this little
recomfort.
kid, and that's a 15.
It seems to levitate toward the light. It immediately seems to grab the stone out of your hands, but not showing any sign of what is the word? Any sign of thank you? I don't know how to phrase that.
Thanks. Gratitude.
Without any sign of gratitude, the child takes the rock from your hand.
Dude,
Without
you have
any
got
sign-
to read a book.
Without any sign of thank you. Without
You
any
would
sign.
if you read books.
Books are for
The
losers.
kid without
quote
any
unquote.
sign of thank you.
No, they're not.
What did you say, Caulran?
Without any sign of thank you, the kid takes the rock.
You
Indeed.
could say without any sign of a thank you.
You could.
That would work.
Yeah, that would.
What do you guys do?
Settle down for the night, I guess.
Yeah, what can we do? Because
No
like
tavern.
tavern doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Why were we headed to
Probably
this
because-
tavern again?
Probably because he led you in the wrong direction, as hinted by the last episode. Or the last episode.
I thought it. Oh, okay.
I forgot about that.
But we don't know that.
You don't know that.
No, we don't. No, we don't. Why
So
were we originally heading for this tavern again?
Cool to realize that, but like, who knows?
You guys were originally heading to this tavern to find. Actually, make a history check. Hang on a minute.
History check.
Ah,
6.
I love being sick.
You have no idea why you were going to the tavern.
I look
That's,
over at David confused.
that's a fat. Hold on. What's history? I rolled a 17.
Okay, good. Or else we'd both be like, why are we here? I don't know.
17, 19.
You were headed to the Empty Gorilla in search of information regarding Mordin.
That is right.
Now, would a 19 allow me to know that the empty gorilla is not here?
Not really. As far as you can tell, this is where
Crap.
you guys were pointed. This is the direction you guys were sent.
Sick.
I'm gonna spend the whole campaign just looking for the taverner between these
Yep,
mountains.
exploring the entire map.
Okay, let's move clockwise, I guess. Actually counterclockwise.
I don't know, whichever way is the quickest.
Yeah, just
quickest way
exploring
to
between the mountains.
Oh, alright. Do you guys
Quickest
still
way
have
to
that
get-
image of the map?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I have to look it up, but I do.
But it
Scroll.
is... all your characters are extremely tired as night is upon you. Once more.
I give the kid a dagger.
You hand the child a knife as it proceeds to stab Caulran in the back, shanking him until Caulran's life escapes his eyes. No.
I use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Oh no!
I'm kidding.
Oh!
No, I do not do that.
Once there was child, hellish rebuke. Now no more child.
Now, child has been deleted.
This is almost worse than
Child
me
has
slapping the
been
child in the
deleted.
burning mansion.
Yeah.
Oh no, dude! Your character is a rip.
forgot.
No, that was Renwick. That was a different character. Okay.
Yes.
About to say,
Characters
you
that
gotta-
play.
Renwick was outright evil.
Maybe Redwick. He wasn't outright evil. I think he was either evil neutral or chaotic evil. He
Oh,
was just-
chaotic evil.
Neutral evil.
did not care at all. I don't think he was.
Had to have
Well,
been
he could have been chaotic evil. I mean, he wasn't like a mass. He wasn't a mass murderer.
He lit the. He's the one that lit the mansion on fire.
Well, they had us surrounded. They would have killed us. He threw a torch and it rolled a 20.
And then, as a child, ran out of his room,
Not
screaming,
one, not
and
one,
on fire.
two
He
children.
slaps it into a room full of wine barrels in a flaming mansion, which proceeds to explode.
Two children. Two of them.
I saw them as threats.
Of course you did. Oh my
I saw-
goodness.
As threats. I have tears in my eyes right now.
Bruh.
I'm literally crying.
That all would never have happened if I hadn't rolled that 20.
No
I'm
witnesses.
literally crying.
Flashbacks of another time. Another life.
Ugh.
Anyways, the kid does not stab me. I would
Maybe.
assume.
But
You better not.
I assume you guys set up for camp.
Yeah, let's set up for camp.
All right. Is anybody gonna stay on watch? Maybe to keep an eye on the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can take watch first this time.
Okay.
All right. As you take watch, can you quickly make a perception check?
-3.
Just overall.
-3 is 14.
14.
I'm rolling good, but...
Let me make a quick roll.
Oh, wait. Yeah, -3.
All right.
Okay.
You don't see anything.
Oh, crap.
Throughout your few hours of watch, nothing seems to happen.
Okay. Once my watch is over, I'm gonna wake David and
All
check on the kid just to make sure it is sleeping soundly.
The kid is peacefully sleeping on the grass because you gave it nothing to sleep on.
I mean, I'm not sleeping on anything.
David is awoken. And as you
Awoken.
clear... okay. Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
It's awakened.
I'm about to get
at this
smitten.
point, I'm a man of my word, as broken as it may be. It is awoken. That is
We
how
can't
I'm
call
gonna
it
say
awoken for the rest of the game.
It's awakened.
No, fam, it ain't. Anyway,
Yeah, it is.
as David kind of clears his eyes after waking up, you spot a figure sitting next to the campfire that has been lit during Caulran's watch. Just
I
sitting
didn't
there.
see this dude
Nope, you didn't see
with
him.
a 14. What?
As
And
you
I don't
see,
even have to make a check to see him.
Yeah. As you see this figure standing there, he is completely covered in strongly fitted black robes, tight black hood overhead, and what seems to be a scuffed white mask with 2 eye holes in it, 2 small eye holes. At first glance, you would immediately assume this mask is made of something like bone. But this figure just seems to be sitting there next to the fire.
Oi, who goes there?
Oi.
Why are you sitting at our campfire?
I understand that, you two are looking for Mordin.
Not really. We are looking for information about him, though.
I know much about him. What is it you want to know?
Immediately makes you a threat.
So quick to judge.
I mean, yeah, considering he stabbed me.
Kind of a good reason.
I don't believe he would have ever had the pleasure of meeting you.
You say that. Maybe it wasn't really him. Maybe it was just an apparition of him. But, somebody claiming to be Mordin stabbed me. Anyway. So yeah. What do you know about him?
What do you want to know?
Everything.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Well, I want to know everything.
All you need to know, really, is he is coming and there will be no escaping him.
I've killed gods before, so... You alright? You alright there?
You good?
You alright there?
goodness.
Good.
I just inhaled water. Oh my goodness. To keep with the spookiness, you see this figure just seem to cough up mounds of blood. As it is all
right there, dude.
burned with the fire, as he kind of catches his breath, as he's like, ugh. What is it you want to know again? I lost my train of thought. Oh my goodness.
You said there is no stopping him, and I said I've killed gods and demigods before, so I think I have a chance at this. So I'd like to know if there's a way to stop him,
Well, we
because
both
there
know
always will be a way.
and yet you know no way to do so. Why you're on
Not
this
yet,
trek, it's why
but
you're
I will.
wandering in this barren land.
Well, yeah, gotta find the way
And you
because it
won't,
exists.
you won't find it.
Oh, but I will.
Oh.
Yeah.
Persuasion
darkness-
check.
The darkness will hide it.
Persuade.
Make a persuasion
Persuasion.
check then.
Yeah, that's a 25.
Well,
course it is.
maybe you will find a way. I don't know. It's still up on the table, I guess.
And then Mordin smites him down for admitting that there's
Smites
a way
him
to kill
down.
him. He's
What
like,
if-
we agree, you're not supposed to talk about that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Perhaps there is a way. Not one known at the moment, and certainly not one to be known in the near future. Let me get right down to business. It is within my master's best interest, and within the best interest of you, that you leave this place. I know that you, David, and you, Caulran, are not
I'm asleep, I
from
think.
here.
Or am I?
Yeah,
I
he's
assume
asleep.
you didn't. Wait, what? Wait a minute.
My guy rolled a 14. He didn't see anything, remember?
I know, but you woke
Yeah.
up David, and that's when David saw this guy.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
he
he.
was
I thought
in
he-
bed.
Wait,
yeah,
so
I went to
are
bed
you-
and he like went on watch.
All
I haven't
right,
heard
then
any of it.
He's just like, well, that's really rude. You can't just like wake up from my big exposition. All right.
No.
You wake
He's a
up
sleepy
David
boy.
as you just
He-
go to
he's a
sleep.
sleepy boy.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
rolled a 14. I didn't see him. And so then I wake up, I go to sleep. David goes out to go on his watch and sees the guy
No,
around the
wait.
campfire.
You would have needed to wake up David for him to do his watch.
Yeah, I woke up
Yeah.
David and then I went and fell asleep.
David
Yeah.
didn't tell you within that period, hey, there's a shady figure over there.
No, I just
Aw.
shook him up and I assumed while he was like getting up and like all that, I just plopped down.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
exactly.
pretty
All right.
tired.
All right, yeah. Yeah, Caulran is just hitting those Z's. He's taking that long rest.
And
Alright.
you, Caulran.
David, and you, as he just looks over at Caulran soundly sleeping.
He's asleep, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was I again? This is very distracting.
I don't know where you were.
Oh, that's right. Within my master's best interest, blah, 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 blah. It is within my master's. Okay. Are you asleep or are you giggling as he looks over at Caulran's body?
I start snoring
asleep?
again.
He starts snoring again
Jacob.
as he takes a deep breath in. All right.
As I
Take
like
it
try
from
to
the
hold
top.
back my laughter from like a dream or something.
Yep, there's just a hilarious dream. You were like slapping unicorns with lollipops in there. It is hilarious. It is within the interests of my master and you and your friend that you return back home. Not
Yeah,
to
see,
French, back.
there's not really a
home.
way to do that.
I assure you,
There's
it'd be
only
easier
one.
to find.
There's only one wizard who can do that, and he's not willing to do so. He told us that.
I assure you, you will find
And
it
if we
easier.
go back, he's gonna put us right back here.
That maybe so. But I assure you, it will be easier finding a way back home than it is finding a way to stop the darkness.
Yeah, somehow I doubt that.
I cannot blame you for your ignorance. From what we've
I
seen,
can't blame you for your stupidity.
well then. It would seem we are at a crossroads as he looks up at the sign pointing in two different directions, one to the nearby settlement and the other one to City of Cordew.
Quite literally.
Quite literally. Quite literally? I had water in my mouth. That one doesn't count.
I noticed that, and I was like, "Wait, did that?"
You, man.
I had water in my mouth.
Ah,
English
yes.
is your
Mhm.
second language, and you don't have a first.
That is
Why
very
does this
original.
episode have
excuse.
or these past two episodes have the most descriptions, and yet the word? That's why I'm doing too much descriptions. My English don't work right.
English bad.
English bad. But this dark, shady figure stands up as the campfire is immediately extinguished.
Really, man? That was
As there is
rude.
only the slight amount of light being produced by the sun.
I light it back up with prestidigitation.
As you go to cast prestidigitation, he immediately casts darkness in that area.
I cast daylight. No, I'm kidding.
Can you not? I'm trying to light a fire here.
A few moments go by before you see him lunge through the darkness, a shadowy blade in hand. As it is now initiative, as he gets the surprise round.
Sick.
That is where we're gonna end this episode.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, snap.
I just do the outro. I can do it real fast.
No, we're doing this. Come on, we got this.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
All right, but if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it in the deepest voice possible. 80% outro speed run,
All
go!
Okay, guys,
All right.
thanks for listening
Thanks,
to this
man.
episode of Adventures and Vagabonds. Wow! Not
All right,
mishap
y'all.
and misogyny.
Turning on my corpse voice
Adventures
now.
and Vagabonds on YouTube. We also are on Spotify, so check us out. Thanks for listening, guys, and see you next time. What?
Oh my goodness, I'm dying! I'm literally dying!
All right, y'all. All right.
That's
No,
the
that
outro.
was the
That's the
outro! No,
That was the
that
outro.
was the outro!
That was the outro.
No.
Oh no.
I don't think I even
Oh,
want to know
no.
what it sounds like.